so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're joining me from. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greeting according to your time zone. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a video. You can be among the first to receive it. Then go to the comment section at all times. Leave your comment, drop your contribution. If you have suggestions, make it out there. If you have any criticism, put it down on the comment section. It will make us to get better, presenting you a better program. Thank you so much. That long time ago. And he wanted to make it right. And his own brothers also stood and made sure that he never succeeded. And in turn, he brought death to the Biafran people. After that very thing, you couldn't believe that a counter coup was conducted in that very contraption. A counter coup. And many Biafran officers were murdered. Innocent people lost their life. Great number of Biafrans lost their life. But today, nobody is talking about that. The head of state who has not committed any crime, Agu Ironsi, what crime did Agu Ironsi commit to Nigeria? But today, Agu Ironsi is forgotten and wiped away from history. Agu Ironsi is not remembered anywhere in Nigeria history. Nigeria never talk about Agu Ironsi. No respect for him whatsoever. Look at Abacha. Abacha that looted the money of the country, committed several crimes. Abacha is celebrated, and even they named a stadium to his name. They named a stadium to his name. The man that murdered, people that murdered Agu Ironsi, the head of state, they are celebrated. The Murtala Mohammed, they take his name and put his name at the international airport. Up to today, they are celebrating. Another murderer. Another murderer. The man that murdered Agu Ironsi, the head of state of this contraption called Nigeria, a man that wanted to unite the contraption, a man that wanted to build a nation where people will be equal. What crime did Agu Ironsi commit? Agu Ironsi only stopped the coup. That's not the crime he committed. That was the crime Agu Ironsi committed. Agu Ironsi was murdered. And up to today, they are celebrating those that murdered a head of state. They give him a lot of entitlement. They celebrate and they put their name in important places. But that head of state that has not committed crime against anybody, nobody remembers about him or talk about him. You cannot see his name anywhere in Nigeria, whatever. He is not celebrated. There is no memory to his name. Agu Ironsi. Because he's an Igbo man. But every time you see that, they are quick to point out the revolution of Chukwuma Nzogu. They are quick to point out the revolution of Chukwuma Nzogu, and they are continuously celebrating those people who were fraudulent, who were taken away because of their fraud that time. All the people that lost their life during that time of Chukwuma Nzogu revolution were the fraudsters, the criminals, those who were pushing this hate speech you are seeing today. They were the people that pushed Nigeria to this hate you are seeing today. Where people cannot unite and begin to talk as one nation. But today, every one of them is being celebrated. They are being celebrated on their different regions. They name stadiums to their name. They put some of their hairs in their money. But the man, Agu Ironsi, a head of state who was murdered, who didn't commit any crime. He never committed any crime. There's no crime they will tell that Agu Ironsi committed. But he was murdered. Today they celebrate those who murdered him. But those who carried on coup, those who took over a democratic government, those that murder innocent people, they are celebrating them with their name written everywhere. They are being celebrated. And it didn't stop then. Up to today, they are still doing the same thing. When a Biafran man opens mouth and says the word, it becomes an abomination. Every other tribe can say things and get away with it. But a Biafran, mainly the Igbo Biafran,
you dare not open up your mouth in that contraption and make your case. Everything you say, they use it against you. Everything you say becomes a taboo. Other people say word and nobody takes it into account. You open your mouth and you say your own, it becomes a taboo. Today, the London boy that we warned, P2B that we warned him about what was coming. Not because we hated him. When we are talking about don't participate in election, do not get involved in it, it is not because we hate P2B. It is not because he did anything to us, but it is because we knew where he was going. We knew that the move he's making will be counterproductive, because we have seen people that made that move in the past. The only thing that move brought was death. And you saw it again in the case of P2B, making a move to rescue the contract of Nigeria. What did he bring? What did he bring to the Biafra people? He brought to the Igbo Biafrans death, hatred, dehumanization, cursing. That is what it brought to us. And even today, his own life is being threatened. His own life is threatened. Even today, he cannot even open his mouth to say a word. He can't open his mouth to say a word about what is going on, about what is happening to him. He can't even explain it. This is how far they have beaten the people who are supposed to see. When cowards are there, people cannot open their mouth to make their own case. How can they make a case for you? People that cannot stand for themselves, fight for themselves, make their own case. If P2B cannot make his own case, how do you think he can make your own case for you as a Biafran? Today, his mandate is stolen. He is so scared that he cannot even open his mouth and speak to the media, nor talk. He dare not talk about it. He dare not open mouth and mention anything. Even the one he said on camera, which was truth. The one he said in audio tape that was leaked, which was a plain truth. They are using against him. And instead of him defending himself, he is denying. He's even scared to talk anymore. He is now defending himself everywhere. That is how bad it is. If you are a Biafran, Igbo Biafran mainly, and you think that you have a place in Nigeria, I'm sorry, you have no place in Nigeria. And the earlier you wake up now and join this movement, because we are going to get out of Nigeria with or without you. No matter whom you think you are, no matter how rich you think you are, no matter how well placed you think you are, more of you are going to be arrested. I had a rumor that the one they call Obi Kubana has been arrested. I don't know whether if it is true or a lie. I heard that he has been trapped. So many of them, all these people who feel that they are living good, they will be trapped. They will be trapped and be jailed. And they know that nobody's going to fight for you, because already you have weakened yourself. Every politician in Biafra land, every elite in Biafra land, they have weakened themselves. And when they weakened themselves was when they agreed to the kidnap of Mazen Nandekan. That was when they sold their soul to the devil. The very moment they sold Mazen Nandekan out, that was the time they sold their dignity. And I tell you, if you are an Igbo Biafran, you call yourself elite, it doesn't matter how rich you think you are, you have no say in that contraption. The only thing that can save you is Biafra. If not, you either end up in exile or you end up in jail if you don't lose your life. This is a simple truth that you must have to take. It doesn't matter whether you believe it or you don't believe it. It's a simple truth that you must accept. That as long as you are a Biafran, Igbo Biafran mainly, no matter how rich you are, no matter how educated you are, no matter how connected you think you are, the only thing that gives you prestige and secure you is Biafra. As long as you remain in that contraption called Nigeria, wait for it. It's just a matter of time. It's either you end up in jail, you go exile, or you lose your life. That is the option you have as an elite. Either political elite or otherwise. The moment you sold Mazen Nandekan was the time you sold your defense. Today, they don't fear, they're not scared of you. They don't care about you. The reason why you're even seeing them slowing down and picking all of you is because of Master Simon Ekpa. The reason why today they are slow in arresting some of them is the presence of Master Simon Ekpa. If not for the waves of what Master Simon Ekpa is doing, so many of them would have been picked a long time ago. They would have been picked. But of course, a prophet is not recognized in his own land. That is why some of them are still busy looking down on Master Simon Ekpa. But as they are looking down on him, the Biafran people are exalting him. The genuine Biafran people, we know his value. We know what he's made of. We know that he's a gift to Biafran people. And that is why we have appointed him to be the Prime Minister of Biafran government in exile. And from his first speech, you can see that he's prepared and ready for the assignment. He's more than prepared and ready for the assignment. His diplomatic touch is a top notch. And you are going to see more things unveil very soon. You are going to see more things are going to happen. All you got to do is to pay attention. Just watch and see. Many, many more things are going to be revealed. I appreciate Chukwu Kabiama. Each time I remember that some of the Master Simon Ekpa is in this struggle. I thank Chukwu Kabiama. I have been waiting for today. And finally, the Biafra we have been dreaming about, talking about, is here. Is here. Today, the enemies have fought and fought and fought. And Chukwu Kabiama told them, you can no longer hold my children down. Today, the prayer of Mazen Nandekano has been answered. The prayer that our supreme leader Mazen Nandekano has been making for a very long time has been answered. And I tell you, there is nothing you can do about it. You're welcome, my brother Udemonyeme. Thank you so much for joining. Please share the broadcast as you join. There's nothing you can do about it. No matter what you will try to do, no matter, Biafra is going to come. It will come. And it's going to come faster than you expect. Today, our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, have given his speech. His hands are wide open. We don't have time to be antagonizing, castigating, attacking ourselves. No, not anymore. If you are genuinely a Biafran and you want freedom, if you don't like Master Simon Ekpa, what you have to do now is build your own struggle group and pursue the coming of Biafra. Master Simon Ekpa have gone very, very far. If anybody today is still paying attention on distracting him or calling him name, you are wasting your time. Master Simon Ekpa is moving on a very high level now. He is moving with a speed that cannot be slowed down. With the activation of Biafran government in exile, there is nothing you can do anymore. All you have to do is to key in the line. That is all you can do. Join the line, join the queue. Join the queue. If you can't join the queue, you want to follow some direction, create that your own direction and make sure that you are sincere. As long as you are sincere and genuine in your heart and you believe that that direction you want to go is the best one, please pursue it and make sure it leads you to the coming of Biafra. As long as it gets you to the coming of Biafra, we are good to go. The only thing that concerns us today is Biafra. That's all we want. Nothing more. Biafra is what we are crying for. Biafra is what we are looking for. Nothing more, nothing less. And there is no amount of propaganda or blackmail that will make us to deviate from what we are looking for and search for something else. No. The only direction we are looking for is freedom. And that freedom we will get. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter your propaganda and your blackmail. We shall overcome. And I tell you, in a short while, we will sing the joyful song. In a short while, we are going to sing the joyful song. The question remains, what are you going to do to make Biafra come? Because that is the only hope of the Biafran people. And for those who are watching, if you are not a Biafran and you come across the video, you still have a role to play. Don't think that attack is against the Biafran people alone. No, it is not against the Biafran people alone. The reason why they are focused on targeting the Biafra is because these are the only force that can stop them from advancing. That is the strategy. The only force that can stand them from advancing is Biafra. The Caliphate know it very well. The Janjaweed know it very well. The British know it very well. And that is why they are channeling all their energy, all their hatred, all their force against the Igbo Biafrans. They know that is the only stumbling block. If they succeed in defeating Biafran people, every other person is nothing. If they can succeed to take over Biafra, every other person that exists is just a waste of time. This is why you must stand up and sit up wherever you are. Regardless your tribe, regardless your religion, if you sincerely want to be free, if you want security, you want a better life, wake up. Pray for the Biafran people. Support the Biafran people. Support the disintegration of the zoo so that everybody will have a sane society where people will be treated equal. We are not asking for anybody's land. We are not asking to occupy anybody or to lord ourselves over anybody. What we are asking for is freedom for all. Everybody should be able to manage themselves. Our Supreme Damasin Nanikan have explained this several times on his broadcast. That there are many nations, even in Biafra, there are many nations in Biafra. And when Biafra come, every nation will be on their own, nothing like minority. If you are three of you will live in your own and manage your resources. That's not like minority. That is the kind of government the Biafra will operate. And I bet you, we have to wake up and work for it. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every one of us. I thank you, as many as have joined me in this broadcast. I appreciate you and I thank you so much. I'm going to continue by tomorrow. Please, if you have time tomorrow, join me again on this very broadcast. I appreciate you. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all the Biafran people, Ududuwan people, Middle Betan, everyone that is genuinely fighting for freedom. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect all our media warrior, the ESN, the BNL, the Umuada, everyone that is contributing in one way or the other in this struggle. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect them. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our spokesperson, Master Simon Epa. Secure him, prosper him, give him more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekano wherever he is. We commit Mazen Nandekano in the hand of Chukwu Okike for divine grace, for divine wisdom, for divine strength, so that he will continue to fight on until we go to the promised land. I appreciate every one of you who is watching wherever you're watching from. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being there. No weapon formed or fashioned against the Biafran people shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Master Samuel shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against Mazen Nandekano shall prosper. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from, and stay blessed. Stay safe. Bye-bye.